Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff for beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It shows just the essentials, so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. And today we're playing Kirby Superstar on the SNES. I'll be showing you how to get 100% completion, as there's a little bit more to it than just going start to finish. Before we start, if you like this video, consider subscribing to keep up to date. Helps out the channel a whole bunch, and there should be a new walkthrough out each week. Also, feel free to leave a comment if you have any other games you'd like me to cover. Alright, so we'll make a start out here. You'll notice there's many different game modes. We're going to go Spring Breeze first. So with this one, you basically just do have to go start to finish to 100% this, so I'll be walking you through that. Kirby works by just sucking in power-ups and then getting various abilities here. So you'll notice whenever I go into a sub-room, I might be getting a power-up just like that. So work your way through the bosses here. You can go and collect optional items if you want, but really you don't have to. You're just pretty much going start to finish. So we'll come across the tree here. And there we go, that's that boss defeated. Got a second stage here, we're just heading over to the right. You can head into this bit here. We grab the ice ability. Then we're going to head through to this arena and we'll grab the warp star there. Okay, once we got that, we're heading into this door. And out the top right, and then we finish this section. Alright, load into this next area, we're just going straight into that first door there. And up onto the star here. Getting through this bit and flying upwards. We're going to actually fly a bit higher there and then drop down through the clouds. Defeat that enemy, we'll head back through the door. And we'll come across this enemy here. And that's this section done. Right, now that we've done this, we're just going into this door, finding DDD. And there we go, that's Spring Breeze completed. You're going to get a credit sequence and then we'll launch back into the main menu. Alright, with Spring Breeze done, we're heading into our next sub-game, which is Dynablade. Now, Dynablade is a bit different to 100%, so mostly we're just going start to finish, but there are two sort of secret switches that you have to hit to open secret levels. So I'll point those out as we get to them, but just be aware this one's actually takes some more effort to 100%. Heading up through here. Going to go into this door and up there, grab the sword. Straight through this bit. Now we're going to drop down through these blocks and head back up. I'm going to fight this boss and then we'll head out to the right after that. Up into this door. And then we're through this section. Onto the next sub-stage here. So we're just going to head to the right. Grab the sword upgrade. And we take care of these enemies in here. And then up this bit and over to the left. Into this door here. Now that was one of the secret switches, so make absolutely sure you've hit that for 100% on this game. Yeah, I've got a bit of an auto scroller here, so just progress through to the right. Take the star and then we'll head out through these doors. You can grab the wheel ability, that makes you move pretty fast, which is always very helpful. Take care of this enemy, we can grab the hammer from it. You want to destroy that building and head through the doors here, and that's this sub-stage done. I'm going to go down on the map here and enter this one. Now going across here, drop down through these blocks here into this door, and we'll keep heading down. Alright, take the star here and we'll head out. And straight through the door there. Alright, so that's this stage done. Gonna head up to this one over here. Swing down through the water. Now he's heading up into this door. You want to take the cannons. Straight through this door here and we'll swim up the water. You're going to activate this cannon here and go upwards. Get all the items along the way there. And this is the other secret switch, so absolutely make sure you've hit this one. For the rest of it, Dynablade is pretty much just going straight to the end, and there's no more hidden switches or anything to get in here. Alright, so taking care of a boss there. Alright, we'll head off here. Now we're into this level. So just heading over to the right now, and you take the star up. We've got a boss fight here to deal with. So hammer's generally pretty good for bosses there, just jumping and using the hammer. Okay, so that's Dynablade finished. Alright, next one we're doing is Gourmet Race. This one's a bit different. Basically, you just got to race, grab all the fruit and everything. Try and beat King DDD. Just remember, like, flying is going to really slow you down, for example, so you want to try and avoid that. And there we go. That's pretty much all there is to Gourmet Race, so we're done with that. And we're going to go to the Great Cave Offensive. Now this one has a lot to do with 100%. So you'll notice all these treasure chests that I'm getting. Make sure that you're getting absolutely every one that I get, and that your gold count down the bottom left stays the same as mine at every point. I'll make sure not to cut the footage at any point or anything, but you do have to get all the treasures to 100% it. These switches are a little bit tricky here. You've got to be very quick to get through them. Hit that block to drop the chest down, and then we're going to come back through. Grab that one there as well. There's a chest in here. Going to hit the switch in that room there and then come back out. Drop down through these blocks here. And I'm going to head over to the right now. You want to release that chest in there and then come back out. Get an enemy to fight here. Heading up there, we've got another chest to grab. And if you go through here, there's another one. Alright, with this ability, the wing ability, you can sort of break those little string things and also get a few more chests, so make sure you got that. Going to grab the sword ability now. We've got a boss to take care of. There we go, so that's the boss done. Head on to the minecart here, and we're heading across. Going to drop down through this section, grab the chest there, and we'll grab the slippers from underneath, and we're going to head down through here. Alright, heading across through here, just grab the chest on the left there. Through this door, there's 2 chests in here, and we'll head back out. You grab these and head off to the right. Going to hit that switch to spawn that chest in, and then we'll come back. Heading down the ladder here, grab that chest. Grab the chest here, and then we'll head back up through this door. Grab that jet power up. Now we've got like an interesting sort of turn-based RPG battle system here. Sometimes you can avoid their attacks, sometimes you can't. It's a bit tricky, this one. There we go. And into the door here. Just going to go to the right now. Down to the bottom door here. And work your way up these ladders. Break the block to get through here. And we got that, so he's going to head back out now. I'm going to take care of this enemy now. Hit the switch. We get another chest drop down from the roof. And now we get a couple of enemies to defeat here. And into the right door. Get the rice bowl chest and we'll head back out. Down a door here and we're going to head up. The chest to grab in here. And we'll take the elevator down through this section. Through the top door here, we've got an enemy to defeat. And another chest there. Alright, so we want to use the fire ability to activate that cannon. And then go up to the sword there. Grab a chest from down here. And up through this door. Back up the elevator now. And up this one. Up a door through here and we just jump across. Into this one. And back out through this door now. It's flying up to the left to grab another chest here. And another one up there. Going to drop back down. Alright, up the ladders here now. Grab the power up on the right there, give it to your partner and then grab it again. Now this is a little bit tricky. You got a plasma charge up and then fire it to the right. If you've done it right, you'll break some blocks down here. Took me a few goes to get it. So yeah, that's how you get through that water bit there. It's very difficult. Plasma charge through there as well. Grab the chest and then we'll head out the door. Alright, off to the left now. Down through this section. Grab the plasma again and we got a boss fight. Alright, bring the cannons up. Alright, back up through here, we're going to drop down through the door and into this top door here. Go into that room there and then we'll come back out. Alright, going to hit the switch here and go up into the door that opened up. We've got another chest to grab inside there. Dropping down past these power-ups, there's a chest on the bottom right. And then down a door here. There's an item to grab in there. Now we're going to head to the left. There's another chest in the water here. You're going to light all these cannons and then go up. And there we go, onto that leftmost one, into this door, we'll grab another chest. Over to the right, there's a chest in here as well. Now, collision is a little bit funky on these clouds, but if you follow the path I went, you can get through. I'm going to jump up into that block to break it, and then come back out the door. Ride the wheel across to the right. And we're going to get the chest underneath. Grab the umbrella, and we're going to ride the warp star. Into the door on the right now. And we'll grab the wing, and then head through this door on the bottom left. There's another chest underneath there to grab. And another chest there. Alright, we got that one through there and we can ride the warp star. Down to the bottom door now. The cutter can break those string things, so make sure you got that ability on you. Down through the door. And we're going to grab this chest. Over to the right. Now we got a boss fight. So try and avoid its hands where you can. Keep yo-yoing it. And there we go. Should have this amount of gold at the end of this, and if you got that, then you're on track for 100%. You do have to get all the chests to 100% the game, so make sure you're matching that. Take the warp star out, and then we're done in here. Alright, next. Gonna head in through here. Alright, so grab the yo-yo here. Now we're gonna go down. Alright, then head off to the right. Now this little sub-game here, you pretty much do just have to get to the end again. We've done a lot of the 100% requirements apart from beating the sub-games themselves. The next sub-game we're going to have to collect all the copy abilities, so that's something to just keep an eye out for. But in here, just follow roughly the path I'm following. Don't worry too much about getting every little thing, we just want to get to the end here. Got a bit of an auto-scroller here, so we're just going to go up. Drop down here, we got the tree. Now we got 2 trees. Alright, out to the left, and we're just going to work our way up through here, into this door. Alright, take the wheel and ride it out to the right and then left. It'll save you a whole bunch of time in this section. Gonna go into this rightmost cannon, we got a boss here. Bring the wheel and ride it to the right. Straight into this door here now. Couple of mini bosses to defeat there. Alright, we got this boss to defeat here as well. Alright, heading up the elevators now. I grab the hammer power up, and we're just going to hammer through these blocks. Take care of this boss here. Dropping down through this door now. You can get like an invincibility lollipop thing. Out through this door. Here we go left through this section now. Hit the switches to open the doors. Then we're going to go to the right. Ride the elevator down now. And then get back up. Alright, grab all the goodies in this room, we'll head back out. Now we've got sort of a boss fight here to do. What you want to do is sort of get the laser to hit the crystal thing. So if you see there, I'm sort of luring it. So Kirby's standing in front of the crystal and then the laser's hitting it because I jump out of the way. Once you've done that, we're done through this bit. You got a bit of an auto scroller here. Straight up the elevator, heading off to the right. Got some mini bosses to defeat. And up the elevator again, we're going to head through this door. And we've got Meta Knight. There we go. And so that bit's done. And we get this sort of escape sequence. Eventually we're going to get to the end, and that's the end of this sub-game. Alright, next sub-game we got is Milky Way Wishes. We're going to head down to this planet on the bottom right first. It's actually pretty small on the map, but make sure you get into this one. Now, to 100% this sub-game, you need all copy abilities. So that was the first one I got there. It's those sort of items you can pick up. It gives Kirby an ability. So it's different to sucking in an enemy. That was another one there, for example. You do need all of them to 100% the game. So make sure you get everyone, including that fighter one that I just got there. You can check them from the pause menu as well. So if you think you're missing any. This section sort of goes through the seasons every time you go through a door. So try and make sure you're matching whatever season I was in there. Alright, we can ride the Warp Star up. I'm punching the Warp Star away, but you don't have to, you can ride it up. So going in here. Just down through this section now. Into this door, that's another copy ability. Make absolutely sure that you get that. Into this door in the middle there. Going to drop down through the blocks. And we've got a boss to fight. That's another copy ability. Very important that we get that. Back up through this door. And into the bottom right again. Alright, heading through here. Got another boss to fight. Once you have the copy abilities, you can also swap abilities as Kirby. So just be aware of that if you ever need one in like a particular context. That's another copy ability in there. Be sure you got that. Ride the cannon up, and we got another copy ability. Into the rightmost door, middle, left, middle, and there's another copy ability. And we go right, right, middle, and we got a boss to fight. That's this bit of the level done. Going over to this planet now. Flying back up here. Going to drop back down with our invincibility, trigger the lava, go up through the doors in here. And we'll ride the trolley across. Up through here with the fighter ability, you can get up through the blocks. So we'll defeat this enemy and we pick up another copy ability there. Ride the carts back across again. Up through here. Alright, so fight this mini boss. And we're done with this sub-level here. Back up to this planet now. So you can copy other enemies' abilities. That doesn't count as getting the copy ability. Just be aware of that. You got to get it from the little podium thing. Alright, grabbing that ability there. Get another copy ability. Be sure you got that. And there we go. Activate the water there, hit the switch, and then we'll head down to the bottom right. Over to the left now, into this bottom right door. Alright, over to the next planet. That's just the one on the right here. And into this door now. I'm going to head up through this section. Drop the elevator down. Get another ability in there, and we're going to head back up. Down through this door now. So we've sort of got mini bosses to defeat here on each side of the elevator. Alright, now with that elevator, make sure you did go up the extra floor before going in the door. It's very important. I missed that copy ability in my first playthrough. Alright, heading through this door. Going over to the left there to grab the star. And into here. You can ride the mine carts now. Parasol through there, we've got a copy ability to grab. Ride the mine cart again. And down through this door now. Take the warp star, and we'll deal with these two enemies here. Into the door, and we're going to fly up. Going to go into that door, and you'll notice I paused there just to show we got all the copy abilities. So that one should have been your last one, and then your pause menu should look like this with the copy abilities. Anyway, head back through the door there. Now that we've 100%ed those, you just got to get to the end of this mode, and we're pretty close to the end already. So got another one of these RPG style boss fights. Hammer I really like, and you'll notice that if you're on the ground with the hammer, it's a bit stronger than being in the air. You can tell very easily with the HP numbers there too. Alright, on to this top right planet here. We get this cutscene. So after the cutscene, we're going to go across here and we get this level. So it's a bit of a side scroller here. Just keep attacking all the enemies. It's going to speed up a little bit now. And with this bit, keep an eye on what's going on in the background. You can sort of see the stuff that's about to roll back around to you. There we go. And then that'll drop us out into this boss fight. And there we go. And that's the end of that game mode there. Alright, now that we've done that, there's a couple more things we want to do to 100% it. So we just unlocked this. We're going to go into this strength championship thing. So as long as you win, it should be fine. So you want to watch where the things are lined up and then hit the button accordingly. We're going to go into this little showdown thing. It's sort of a reaction time test, so you got to wait till they go before you go. As long as you get in first, it's fine. Alright, so we got that, and then we're going to go right into the arena. So I like hammer, and this is just going to pretty much be a boss rush. So I will skip through this a little bit because we have looked at the bosses before, but pretty much just go through to all the bosses. I really like hammer for fighting them. Eventually, after some bosses, you'll get into this arena where you can sort of swap out and recharge, then just keep going through all the bosses. Remember, with this one, you have to make the laser hit the crystal. Alright, there we go, you got King DDD. And then we sort of got a repeat of that final boss from before. Alright, so you win the arena, and that is the game 100%ed. So if you reset and check your file, you should see 100% on that file screen. That's going to be all for this video. I hope you found it useful, and thanks so much for watching.